Hi there, you're welcome to today's maths class. Well, I'm not a great mathematics teacher anyway, but we're looking at indices. And then we want to know what indices is. Indices simply means, or is a term which shows the number of times a number or a letter has been multiplied by itself. I take it again. Indices simply shows the number of times a letter or a number has been multiplied by itself. What that means is that if I say x to the power of 4, what I mean is x times by x times by x times by x. So indices shows the number of times a letter, for here is a letter or a number has been multiplied by itself. And then we have that x raised to the power of 4. This is known as the index because indices is the plural form for index. We can also call this power. We can also call this power. You can also call it degree. You can also call it exponential. Alright, but this is the base. This is the base. For instance, if we have 2 to the power of 2, this simply means 2 times 2. And 2 times 2 is not going to give you 4. Now, having said that, we now go to the laws of indices. There are 7 laws of indices. We have the first one, which is the multiplication law. The multiplication law is very easy. The multiplication law says that when you have x to the power of a times by x to the power of b, that is going to give me x a plus b. Understand that when I have x to the power of a times by y to the power of b, that is not going to give me x a plus b. You know why? Because they are not of the same base. Meanwhile, if you have this expression, what is going to give you x a times by y b is going to give me x to the power of a and then y to the power of b. That's what it's going to give me. And then understand also, when you have x to the power of a is equals to x to the power of b, because they are the same index, this means that a is equals to b. Now let's show a little example with these illustrations that we have made on the board. Now let's see what we're going to do with these illustrations that we've made on the board. Now we have the first one. Let's pick up the first one. And then we have, maybe we say 2 raised to the power of 2. And then we multiplying by 2 raised to the power of just 1. Or let's say 2. Then this means that we have 2 raised to the power of 2 plus 2. See that? You're adding the index. And is this not 2 raised to the power of 4? So, having said that, you understand what I did? Alright. Okay, thank you. Now, let's go to the next one. We have that, maybe we have that x to the power of a multiplied by, okay, a to the power of, okay, let's use a number here, 2, 3, multiplied by, then let's say b to the power of 2, multiplied by x to the power of 3, multiplied by b to the power of 4. Now, you see all these expressions I've made. Now, you notice that this a, and then you have another a there. No, there's no other a there. So what I have is x, this x, x 2 plus 3, because they have the same base. Now I have a raised to the power of 3, but just a, that's just one a that's there. And I'm multiplying it by b to the power of 2 plus 4. Having said that, this is x to the power of 5, and this is a to the power of 3, and this is b to the power of 6. So this is my final answer. Well, let's go to the last one. If you have that x to the power of 2 is equals to x to the power of x, this means that 2 is equals to x, or x is equals to 2. That is the law of multiplication. And we go to the next law, which is the law of division. Under the law of division, we have that when you have that x to the power of a divided by x to the power of b, that is going to give me xa minus b. So that's just a simple term there. X to the power of a divided by x to the power of b is going to give me xa raised to the power of a minus b. So let's give an example. Maybe we have that x to the power of 7 divided by x to the power of 3. This is x to the power of 7 minus 3. And this is going to give me x to the power of minus 7 from 3. That is going to give me 4. Or what you're going to do, why not do it like this? Let's say for another instance, you can have multiplying x to the power of 7 and then x to the power of 3. When I also multiply and divide. So sorry for that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're talking about indices. Okay? And then we have 3. 1, 2, 3. So notice it goes out, notice it goes out, notice it's what remains 1, 2, 3, 4. So is it not x to the power of 4? So that is it on that explanation. This is called the division law. This is called the division laws. So let's go to the next one. The next one is the power law. The next one is called the power law. So let's see that this is what is happening in the power law. Under the power law, we have x to the power of a all in bracket raised to the power of b. That is going to give me x to the power of a multiplied by b. So what that means is that when I have 3 raised to the power of 2 all in bracket raised to the power of 2, this means 3 times by 2, 3 raised to the power of 2 times by 2. That is going to give me 3 raised to the power of 4. So this is all on the power law. So we go to the next one known as the zero index. So when we have a zero index, what are we going to do? What we're going to do when we have zero index power, what we're going to do is this. So we have the zero index. The zero index, now x to the power of 0 is 1. Now, whatever you raise it to the power of 0, except for 0, it is 1. That means that if x is equals to 0, if x is equals to 0, that means, therefore, that is an exception. Note, if x is equals to 0, therefore, x to the power of 0 is not equals to 1. If x is equals to 0, 0 to the power of 0 is not equals to 1. You have to note that. Let's go to the next one. The next one is called the law, or is called the negative index. It's called the negative index. Now, the negative index is when you have x minus 1. All you're going to do in this kind of situation is to move this variable to the denominator. Now, when you do that, what you're going to have is 1 over x. Remember, this remains in its positive form. I mean, the index remains in its positive form. Let's say I have this. I have 3 raised to the power of minus 4. This is exactly when you move, when you move this index to the denominator, what you're going to have is 1 over 3 raised to the power of 4. So whenever you have 3 raised to the power of minus 4 is same thing as 1 over 3 raised to the power of 4. So this is all that on the negative index. Let's go to the next one, which is known as the fractional index. The fractional index. Now, under the fractional index, under the fractional index, when we have that a raised to the power of a over b, is it not the same thing as the b root of x, all in bracket to the power of a? Okay, for instance, if you also have another one, x to the power of 1 over a is equals to the a root of x. You should know that. Now, x to the power of a over b is the b root of x to the power of a. Now, we go to the next one, which is the, should I do it? Let's compare. The next one is called the product power. The product power. Let me get the chart. The product power. So, the product power is this. If I have that x, y, z all to the power of 2, this means that you're going to transfer these two inside the bracket. You have x raised to the power of 2, y raised to the power of 2, and then z to the power of 2. That's all we've got for you in this video on the laws of indices. In our next video, we're going to be teaching we're going to be solving problems on UTME questions and YF questions and other exam board questions. But what we're going to do is that we're going to pick up all on UTME. When we come to that question, we're solving on UTME. And we're going to pick up, when we come to YF, we're solving on the YF for the West African examination and for candidates in Nigeria, West Africa. And then we have other board exam, maybe from any other exam, any other questions that come from indices from any other board exam. So that's what we'll be looking at in our next video. So thank you very much for staying tuned. We're going to see you in the next class. Bye.